It's summertime at our new house in Minnesota, and I wanted to make a quick day in the life video to show you kind of what we do on a weekend. And this was filmed over the summer, and suddenly it's now fall. The leaves are changing and it's getting colder, but when I filmed this it was basically the middle of summer, and so I wanted to get this out quick enough for you guys to see what a day in the life of a weekend looks like for us in Minnesota in July.
Thought of you and me. If I told you I was living just a little bit in the past.
Good morning, you guys. It is Sunday. It is 7 actually. We slept in way more than I had intended, so it's not even that early. It's kind of a cloudy day. But just getting the morning started. I've got the coffee going. I'm gonna take the dog out, get the cats food, and I think it's gonna be a pretty normal day at home, like a normal Sunday. I've got a lot to do. We're gonna cook, grocery shop. I've got some work stuff to do. We'll take care of the chickens. I've got some gardening stuff to do, and so I'll take you along with me for the day.
Got a little lost in the thought of you and me. I don't wanna leave you, but I'll never had you. I was only dreaming and you never loved me. I don't wanna leave you, but I'll never had you.
Okay, guys, so the first thing that I need to do is bake some bread. So just like everyone in quarantine, I started making sourdough bread. Actually, my co-fellow Kyle gave me a bit of his sourdough starter right when he started making it. So we had our own starter, and I've been making bread basically every weekend. Just once a week I bake a loaf, and the loaf lasts us the whole week. And so since it's Sunday, I'm gonna bake it. I generally start it on Saturday and then I bake it on Sunday. Every now and then I miss a day, and so I'll get it ready on Sunday and bake it on Monday, but I got it ready last night, so we're gonna shape it and then let it sit for a few hours and then bake it this morning. Alright, hey guys, so now I am walking down the driveway and we're gonna go feed the chickens. And then we have 4 apple trees. We're gonna pass 2 down on the driveway on the way to the barn, and then there's 2 up behind the house where I'm gonna put my raised bed vegetable garden, and they're completely overrun with Japanese beetles, which is really bad, and so I'm gonna pick the beetles off. You can just pick them off. So that's what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna feed the chickens first. And yeah, so we have 5 laying hens, and they live in the barn. We did that because we didn't really want to build a coop right away. We're totally new to chickens and farm life, and the barn has stables in it because the previous owners had horses, and the stables are really well protected and super solid and make like a perfect little chicken coop. So we actually just put the chickens in there. Oh, here's a kitty. Hi guys, both of them. Hi guys. They just follow us around. They're so cute. So yeah, we keep the chickens in there. Here are 2 of the apple trees. There's one there and one there. And those don't have that many Japanese beetles actually. They're doing fine. So we also built a run for the chickens so that they can be outside and be protected from aerial predators. And we just built it out of PVC pipe and hardware cloth, and we actually can connect it to the barn. There's a little hole, like a doggy door almost, in the barn, so they can go out of their barn and then into the run so that they can be outside and peck around in the grass. And then the run has a door, so if we wanted to use it almost like a chicken tractor and move it around, we could do that too and put them somewhere different during the day, and they could still be protected. So yeah, we're gonna go feed them, and that's it. Hi, sweetie. Good morning. Hi, baby girl. Hi, thank you. You're so sweet. All right, let's get the chickens some food. food? Yeah, you do. Come on, right here. Yum. Come get it. How good is that? We'll walk back up to the house now. Bye, Lily. Bye. See you later, sweetie. So this is the whole pasture. It's really big. And we have a little enclosed area. I don't know what we're gonna do with this, but who knows. And then we have some fresh water here. The fresh water actually runs from a spring way up there. And so we have a hose that we just ran so that we have running water down at the barn. And it actually works really well. I'll go show you the spring up there. It's pretty cool. So here's the spring. So basically, the natural spring is all up in there in the woods. It runs down and it kind of is gathered into this little gutter, which then drains into this big basin. And then from the basin, the excess drains out this little hole and then drains into this drain, which goes to the Zumbro River. And then a little bit of it goes into our hose that we use at the barn for the chickens. And then the rest of it, a little hole in there, goes down and feeds that second basin down there. And apparently, it runs so strong that it doesn't freeze in the winter, which would be great. We'll see about that, but that's what we were told, that it doesn't freeze in the winter. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a really nice setup, actually. All right, so I'm just gonna walk back up to the house. It's a pretty decent hill. And then we're gonna go pick some Japanese beetles from the apple trees. All right, so we got a decent amount, and now we're gonna go inside. You guys go play. Hey guys, so I'm back in the kitchen. We have a little bit of time, and so I'm going to make a pie crust. We're gonna make quiche because we have a ton of eggs from the chickens, and so I'm gonna make quiche for the week that Kyle and I can eat with like some salad and greens, and it should be really good, but I have to make a pie crust. So I'm gonna do that right now. Alright guys, so I'm driving down the driveway and I'm just going to make a pit stop at the barn to drop off some blueberries for the chickens that are like just about done. And then I'm going to run into work and do a little bit of work. Then we're going to go to the grocery store and then we're going to come back and cook. Meanwhile, is that one of our chickens? Meanwhile, Kyle's gonna work on the raised beds, and then when I get home, I can plant all my plants. So it's gonna be good. Okay, let's go into the barn. I'll give you some blueberries. There you go, guys. What are you doing over there, little one? You guys like blueberries? Let's see if there's any eggs. 2 eggs! I had a suspicion. Thanks, guys. Thank you. So we'll take these and I'll be back later. I'll see you girls later, okay? Okay, bye. So just to work. And let's grab an elevator. Basically, there's just a few things that I need to do, and it's much easier to do them on my work computer than to do them on my laptop. At home, like logged into the remote Mayo network, it's just easier to come in. And so, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
4th floor, going up.
Alright, you guys, so I am pretty much done at work. I did some email stuff. I did some stuff online that I needed to do on the network. I looked over one of my favorite books. This is the Harris Flaps book. It's so good. I highly recommend. This might be too gruesome for some, but it has like really beautiful photos, and I was just looking at some medial canthal reconstructions. So that's done. I'm gonna leave this book here, and now I'm headed to the grocery store. So let's go. I actually just talked to Kyle. He was having some trouble making the raised beds, so we gotta hurry to the grocery store so that we can go home and help him. Hello, I'm in my car. I'm one grocery store down, and I have one more grocery store to go, but I needed a coffee, so I stopped at Fiddlehead, which is the cutest coffee shop in Rochester. Well, there's actually a lot of really cute coffee shops in Rochester, but Fiddlehead's really good, and I got an oat latte. And it's so good. And I was also hungry, so I got a lemon bar. Home from the store, I'm gonna put away all the groceries up here. Our bread is done. Kyle baked the bread and took it out for us, so that's good. So I'm gonna put away all the groceries and then probably start cooking a little bit. And then Kyle's been working on the raised bed. You can actually see it up there through the kitchen window. Whoop. There it is, the first one. You guys, the funniest thing just happened. So I went down to give the chickens food, and I went into the barn, and I opened the barn, and there were no chickens there. None, not one. We have 5. And so then I went outside, because I thought maybe one of them has gotten out of the little run and likes to peck around just in the grass outside. So I thought maybe they were just kind of pecking around outside. No, none of them there. But there were no like feathers or sign of any struggle. I had no reason to believe that like a predator had gotten in or anything. So Kyle and I just walked all over our 16-acre property looking for the chickens, and we couldn't find them. And then as we were giving up, just hoping that they would come back at the end of the day, all 5 of them just like trickled out of the woods and walked right back to their coop and got right in their coop and ate all the food that I brought for them. I swear, bad chickens. But I guess, it's kind of cold, I'm gonna grab a jacket. I guess that means that they can safely free range, and if we let them free range, then they probably will come back at the end of the day. I think is what that means. So anyways, now we're finally gonna go out to the garden. Yeah. Now what?
We need this sideways.
We need a what?
Polaris.
Yeah, we need a Ranger. All right, give me one, I'll carry it up there. This is gonna be a good workout. Ben, come on. What if we put the manure in the wheelbarrow and rolled it up here? Smart! Wait, stop for a second. Jet! Oh, poor baby.
Look.
You have allergies. Poor baby.
You need to get.
Oh, so these are all the little seeds that I started. We've got broccoli, beets, Swiss chard, eggplant, parsley, some fall melons, kale, cabbage, and some onions. All right, so we got the first raised bed finished. We still have to make a second one, and so Kyle has to build a second one. So we didn't get all the seeds in the ground, but I'll show you what we did. Basically, it's tricky because we're on a hill. So Kyle had to kind of build up one side of the raised bed, and I think for the next one, he's actually gonna get a third piece of wood. So I'll show you right here. So see how there's only 2 strips of wood? I think he'll get a third one because we had to build it up so much because it's such a slope. But we filled it, and I put a little of this dried grass kind of hay on top, but then I thought it was maybe too much. But we have eggplant. I also started some bean seeds between the eggplant because they go well together. And then we have cabbage and onions here. So I'm doing some interplanting. So there's a cabbage right there and an onion there, and then a cabbage and then an onion, and hopefully they'll go well together. And then we have beets and broccoli. So there's broccoli interspersed with beets. That's a beet, that's a broccoli. And then I planted radish seeds kind of all over. And I hope it's not too much. But if things start getting crowded, I'll start thinning the seeds. And I have a lot of extra of the little baby seed things that I started. But I mean, really, that's all we can do for now. So, until we get another raised bed built, which hopefully Kyle can do that sometime this week. It didn't take him any time. It took us a bit of a time to fill it just because all the bags of soil are so heavy, and we did a mixture of garden soil, like all-purpose garden soil, topsoil or potting soil, and compost manure. And hopefully next year we'll have our own compost. And then in the fall, when we have lots of dry leaves, I can use leaves as mulch. But once things grow and the plants are a little bit bigger, I'll use all that dry grass from mowing as mulch. And anyways, look at my hands. I wasn't wearing gloves, and then we got all excited. So I'm a mess. I'm gonna shower. It's like 7:30, so it's actually kind of perfect timing. I'm gonna shower, and then I like to be in bed at like 8:30 and read a little bit and then go to bed. So I think I'm gonna sign off here. It's been a really good Sunday. I hope you guys had a great day. I hope you enjoyed this little day in the life on the farm. I'm sure it'll change season to season, but this is a summer day in the life. And I'll check in with you guys later. Bye.